Yeah. Hey, Kid Sky. Hey, hey.
Pass it all around, hear the song, know it's going down. Pass it all around, hear the song, know it's going down. Smoke session rounds, got a pound, yeah, it's going down. Smoke session rounds, got a pound.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy Kid Sky, yo.
That's how you go.
That's how I'm in it. I'm more hyped than y'all is, obviously.
That's not how you usually do it,
bro,
nigga.
bro.
You usually what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? It's your boy Kid Sky. Who I got to my left?
Man? Who's on your left?
Who's on my
You see
left,
what
bro?
I'm
Who's
saying?
on my left, bro? Who's on my left?
It's the boy Chess, you know what I mean? Chess_FDE on everything.
And it's your boy, the Gifted Ruler, on both TikTok and Instagram, and Glock Buddy on Twitch.
Yeah, we here, bro.
Click, clack.
Excited. It's a good episode. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the motherfucker.
New feel, new vibe in this bitch.
We worked hard on this, bro.
For real.
We worked hard on this.
What?
I don't know. He cussed
Who
me
about
out
to get
back
jumped?
there.
He's fucking up. Stop
Yeah.
touching the mic.
Yeah, thank you. Better.
You about to get jumped out this bitch?
So, Chess, what happened to your chaotic eyeball mic? What's going on over there?
It wasn't good enough. that bitch got replaced before I got home, man. But nah, that shit's sitting pretty over there. It's all good. Fuck, we got what we got. We got what we need.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Today's episode is about relationships. Since you know, Valentine's Day.
That shit is tomorrow.
Baby in a diaper.
Okay. I almost completely went over my head for a second. Yeah. Well, I'm so out of tune. So I mean, shit. But yeah, today is our relationship episode. So
Great relationships, bad
relationships,
all relationships.
indifferent relationships, friendships.
Platonic, romantic, it don't matter.
It
Sexual,
don't matter.
business relationships, it don't even matter.
Oh, that's
Bro, it's
That's how far we going with the relationship.
Hey.
I'm gonna go as far as we can go. Shit.
I mean, you do got office full of relationships, the
do?
secrets. Secrets.
got your work.
lover.
You got your work husband, your work wife.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah. That's not weird to y'all.
It is.
It is
but
very weird,
a
but it's
very
common
real
as
thing.
fuck.
Yeah, it's real.
Very
You know what I'm
common.
saying? It's real.
You
but-
got your professor and your student relationships.
No, that,
It goes against policy, but it happens.
that'd
You
be
know
a whole
exactly where I
nother
was
story,
going with
though.
that, bro.
That'd be a whole nother story on
Hey,
itself.
shit.
Nigga, just
Motherfuckers
All
gotta
I
get
know-
good grades, man. Shit.
hey, I guess it's a
Just-
new definition of studious, huh? Okay.
Oh shit. What relationship can we start off with first though? Like, what kind of relationship you guys into? You know what I'm saying? We start off like that. What would you guys prefer in a relationship, or the type of relationship? How about that? With different people, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the two most common relationships would be both platonic and romantic for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I can say the same.
I mean,
I mean,
Pretty
platonic.
much, we all
Pretty-
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean-
Platonic.
Yeah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And they're similar to romantic relationships, it's just without the romantic part. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So a lot of the trust, the loyalty, you know what I'm saying, intimacy, et cetera, et cetera.
so those are the characteristics that you like in a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I got a question. Okay. So a lot of people have disagree with me on it. I believe that men and women can be friends without sex.
I agree too.
I agree.
Okay, bet. Because a lot of people disagree with me on this.
I don't know why.
Because if they say eventually feelings get
takes-
involved, then eventually it's gonna lead to sex.
It takes work.
I was about to say
Yeah.
it takes discipline, and it takes actually understanding that relationship is a friendship. You have to have an understanding about that. You can't go into it with the, oh yeah, we friends, but if anything ever fucking happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm
like you
saying?
can't do that. Like if you gonna go into it being a friend, be that friend. Don't have them other thoughts, cause them other thoughts will lead you to lead that other person some other way that they probably shouldn't have went. Feel what I'm saying? Like that's but I feel like it can happen.
Yeah. Victim. I get you.
Yeah. I mean, I got female friends, man, that I'd never think of. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I look at it like this. It makes no sense to say that men and women can't be friends when if you're in a friendship with a woman, then men and women can be friends. That's
If you could have, I mean, a lot of motherfuckers is different. Cause you got a lot of ignorant motherfuckers that use the Jermaine Dupri effect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man. You feel I'm use that dumbass excuse, or like the Tristan Thompsons or the Lamar Odoms. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got these motherfuckers, but then you also have to worry about being in relationships, having the Nick Cannons running around and the Nellies, and you feel what I'm saying? The ones that's like, I don't give a fuck that you're in a relationship, and neither should you for the night, and actually have some type of like persuasion in this matter. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily understand that.
I know a lot of dudes that smash they female best friends, bro. I know a lot of them.
Damn. Why the eye contact though? Why the eye contact?
So I from firsthand experience, it can go kind of rocky. But I guess it depends on the people. Because this worked out, you know what I'm saying? Though. It worked out, you know.
It changes things. You gotta understand, you can't confide to somebody like that anymore if that shit don't work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, unless it was like straight, it was one of those things, y'all was friends, never had this conversation, got drunk together like y'all usually doing one night. It happened, and y'all both was understanding of that shit the next day, but realized the next day too, like, you feel what I'm saying? And was real like on that, then I could see how, you feel what I'm saying?
Shit complicates things.
It complicates it a lot, but I could see how you could still, if y'all had to understand, it was like, hey, my bad, my bad. That didn't happen. Like, all right, we good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, keep pushing, but it could make shit awkward.
Yeah, it could. I mean, unless you're two adults and you know what I'm saying, you come around and you like, hey, it happened.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. You got your adults that sex don't mean that much like that. They can move past where they like, hey, we just got our rocks off, my nigga. That's all we did. Let's keep pushing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that shit, like I said, feelings. When you talk about a man having sex, it's completely different than a woman. Talking about exchanging pieces of your soul and shit like that, your energy.
Yeah, it's an energy exchange.
I'm a firm believer of that.
Yeah, it's an energy exchange.
So with that being said though, you think it's automatically one certain type of energy that's being exchanged, or do you feel like, so if I went into it with just the mindset, hey, I'm about to smash, get my shit and move on.
I think it's a mixture of both sexual, psychological, and emotional energy.
Yeah, it's both.
It's kind of like, first of all, if somebody's depressed, they're going through depression, why would you want to have sex with them?
Facts.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to sit here and say whatever they're feeling might transfer over, but it's like,
would you want to take that chance?
That energy going to transfer over.
Why would you even want to do that? They're not even in the right headspace for that shit.
Yeah, true. Damn, I keep hitting this bitch.
Then your ass gonna be walking around feeling all kind of funny, like, why the fuck do I feel down as fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's some spirituality to that shit too. I
believe so.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe so. I mean, sex is made to create life, so I mean, shit. There's all types of energies and all types of shit that goes into that. So
exactly.
Who doesn't understand what it is?
See if they want it. Yeah, no, they want it. But I know there was ancient Egyptians used like sexual energy as like the charge like themselves and chakras and to help manifest shit in their life. Cause they use the Ankh. And the Ankh, you know what I'm saying, when you're having sex, it's a way you can focus the energy. And they used the Ankh to do it. And it was some weird ass way, I can't remember fully, but they used the Ankh to transfer the energy upwards to the brain. It was some ancient Egyptian fucking shit I was watching on. I'm in the fucking Egyptian religion.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I resonate more with that than I do any other religion, honestly.
I mean, to be honest with you, though, I think in some sense of the way I was listening to some shit I don't know too much about, so I ain't gonna speak too much. But in some sense of the way what I heard this guy speaking, that's what you're really supposed to be leaning toward. That type of, you feel what I'm saying? That's the closest to, I guess, the origin of our religion and shit for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
Bro, like I said, bro, I am taking girlfriend applications. You know what I'm saying? This is the relationship episode, so I think this is the best time to plug myself at most. You know what I'm saying?
This was the time that you were supposed to do that shit. I guess you were just leading it up to it.
I'm leading up. You gotta build it up. You just can't say it.
What you should have did to be prepared though for this moment is you should have had one printed out, so you be like, see, I ain't playing. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, we could have put it up on there.
Better planning next time.
This is what I need for requirements. What are your requirements?
Oh. Damn, you know what? See, that's what's so crazy shit. I'm like so open for a relationship, it don't make no sense. Like,
you ain't got no standards or nothing.
I want to say I want to say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like too shallow if I say. You know what? I can't even say that. I'm like really open. I'm cool with person. Like I'm really big on personality.
So here's my question to you then.
These days,
Since you open,
right.
What are your pet peeves? Like, what are some things that you don't want women doing around you, or some things about women that you feel like might be a turnoff?
Being too loud in the wrong setting.
That's one. That's it, bro?
Honestly, that's like my biggest pet peeve is being too extra at the wrong point.
And you got more, bro. You just not thinking about it.
I'm not thinking
The
about
light.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, let's say you meet somebody right now and they do some shit to turn you off. That's a pet peeve right there. You wouldn't even know it.
Right.
This shit happens often, you know?
I don't know, pretty much anything opposite of my being right now. I would be real. Anything opposite, go, okay, so let's see. I mean, shit, because she's not the same person that she was back then, so I can't really even say that. Now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I never really actually sat down and thought about just like pet peeves, because I'm pretty much a chill dude.
You have a couple though. Maybe you don't necessarily pay attention to them
overstepping
enough.
boundaries.
You have to get
that's
triggered.
another one in.
Okay, that's another good one. That's two.
Okay. Damn. I never really actually sat down and thought about that
Because
shit.
if you think about it though, when you're in a relationship with somebody, a lot of times it's about what you're willing to tolerate.
Yeah, so I'm pretty
know what I'm
accepting of
saying?
a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Except for like being louder in the wrong places and so people overstepping boundaries.
Yeah.
I think that's my top two.
Okay. By you, Chess.
I know one of them is complaining about something, but you don't plan on doing shit about it.
Okay.
That's definitely a pet peeve of mine. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. That's definitely one. I guess the obvious would be selfishness. You feel what I'm
That's a
saying?
good one. I done dated my fair share of those.
Yeah, like the selfishness. It's a lot of I want, and what you're not willing to give though. You feel what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
a give and take, but
Yeah, it's
a lot of
supposed to
folk
be.
don't understand that shit.
The percentages of that got fucked up along the way. I mean,
Yeah.
at some point in time, I guess it was 50-50, but somewhere down the line, I guess it was just the female realized, hey, let me go 40, let me go 30, see if I can take a bit 25. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so shit like that. Like nowadays, it's a lot of females that feel, I guess you could call it entitled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm realizing I am okay with a lot of shit.
You can't ask the question and not answer.
I was gonna answer. I was waiting for you to finish. I thought you was still gonna go, but let me see. So, selfishness is one. Entitlement's another. What else? Ignorance, bro. I don't like that shit. It's like, well, we all ignorant to something, but being ignorant and then you not willing to like budge on that
Yeah.
shit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, like
It's not necessarily compromise, but finding an understanding between each other.
yeah, it's like you're presented with new information,
Yeah.
which supersedes what you're talking about, and you still want to argue and be right. It's like, okay, well then we don't need to talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? What else? Using a nigga's emotions as a weapon. And what I mean by that is like, it gets to a point where you're in a relationship with somebody and you allow yourself to be vulnerable with that person. You know what I'm saying? So the vulnerability, the emotional availability, etc. I mean, that's important. But you all get into an argument and then you want to use how a nigga felt about some shit against them. And it's like, hold on, what's up with that shit? I'm a human, am I not? Because there's a lot of women that want niggas that don't feel shit. You You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, like, you finna respect this right here. If not, you can bounce.
That's cool. The first nigga that come into their life that don't feel shit be the first nigga that bop them right across their goddamn head.
Exactly. Now they got some shit to complain about.
Yeah.
And this is probably a silly ass pet peeve of mine, but I can tolerate it to an extent. But you know, when women got nail polish on their fingers and it start peeling off, and it start peeling off, and they just let it peel. They don't take the nail polish remover and remove all that shit off at once. I fucking hate that shit.
Should piss you off?
I mean, it don't piss me off, but I just be looking at it like, I be looking at that shit like, what a nail polish remover at, man. Like, hey, like I said, I can tolerate it to an extent, but it just be one of those things like,
You trying to say you be ready to take it off for him and shit, nigga?
Much, bro.
I mean, shit, why not?
You
Somebody got to get it off. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, if you either gonna have the nail polish on there, you gonna have it off.
That nigga
But
said,
you
wear
got
the
it
nail
chipping
polish
away and
remover,
shit.
bro.
It's like, bro,
He'll
like,
do his girl hair if she need it.
Would you for real? You do your girl hair if you knew how.
if I knew how, yeah. No shame. I don't give a fuck.
That's what's up.
I'm not even,
Shit,
I'm not
that's
even
what's
shouting.
up.
I had to learn how to do my daughter's
You a
hair.
girl dad.
Yeah. Bro, I ain't nothing.
That's obviously shit. That's what's up. I don't plan on learning, so I'm not in that spectrum. I don't know about doing. Like if my girl asks me to comb the back of her head for her, like I got you. I don't know about if I knew how to do that shit, what I do, you know what I mean?
I mean, you can wash it, right?
Wash what?
Her hair.
Yeah, like if we in the shower together or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a whole episode though. That ain't, you feel what I'm saying? That's a whole like relax, I wash you, I relax, you wash me type going. See, it's a perfect day talk about that shit too, though. But yeah, that's a whole episode, bro. That ain't no just like on your knees with your head in the tub. Like, I mean, yeah, I do that for you, but we gonna make it a thing. For real, that's how I feel. She asked me to wash her hair, we gonna make it a thing.
Okay.
Why? Why would it be funny?
Because if you just randomly want to wash my hair,
Bro, that
I'll
ass,
wash
bro.
it.
I don't give a fuck. I do have that romantic side. I can't have that. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I'm in the mood, I can be there.
Okay.
Do y'all think romance is dead?
No, absolutely not. Shit ain't dead at all.
It's may
about to
sound
say?
silly as fuck, but it's not reciprocated enough.
Ah.
You feel what I'm saying? Romance isn't dead. It's just it's not portrayed as it used to be because it's not reciprocated. You can go ahead and be romantic. What? Let's just say 9 months out the whole goddamn year.
Mm-hmm.
Still won't be returned that love the last 3.
But you gotta understand, like, what's romantic to women might not be as romantic to niggas, though.
Hey, you right. So why not find out what is
Have a
romantic to your
conversation.
nigga and shit and go ahead and do that?
'Cause
The
it's-
reason why you did what you did for her is because you found out what she liked, what was romantic and shit, and you knew.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But at the same time, it's like, I feel like some people don't even understand what it means to be romantic. Like,
Man, my nigga.
I got some homies that say, like, a woman being romantic to them is not complaining. I'm like, what the fuck is romantic about that? That's some bare minimum shit.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not non-romantic enough that my girl. You can't tell me you wouldn't feel like, oh shit, if your girl picked you up, blindfolded you, took you to a hotel, took off the blindfold, there was a new packs of drawers and, you know what I mean, shit on the motherfucking bed, sitting there waiting and shit, the shower running. You feel what I'm saying? Tell me you not like.
That's some romantic shit.
You see what I'm saying, nigga?
I mean,
That's some romantic shit.
that is a romantic. I mean,
So don't sit there and
I
say
mean,
it can't be
honestly,
done
the
for
way
a
you just-
motherfucker,
It can
bro.
be.
the way you just
bro.
described, she could be telling you in a romantic way to take a shower. You stink.
Give a
I'm
fuck.
just
nigga.
saying.
So?
You know
I'm
how
just
much
saying.
money she spent to get that message across?
Exactly.
I see it.
And she might,
Okay.
and if you lucky enough, she might even have a little fucking pedicure set. Like, shit, I got you, scrape your feet, all that shit.
Hey,
What?
catering. Fuck.
Nigga.
Catering.
Who sang that song? Okay.
Destiny's Child. But nah, like a lot of women frown upon that song now. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, you know why? Cause they don't want to do that shit.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Why they don't want to do that
I
shit,
can
though?
understand doing that shit if they niggas catering to them too. I can understand it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
what
about
it
the
is.
reciprocity and shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was how the whole thing started. You feel what I'm saying? The reciprocation to the
Yeah.
shit, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
Because
reciprocation.
Chess was saying it's more one-sided than, you know what I'm
It definitely
saying?
is.
Yeah, reciprocation is important.
And what else? The whole purpose of it was they expected so much that they don't even acknowledge that they could do something like that for a nigga. Like you see, you was even surprised that I even laid that out. Like, oh shit, I guess you could do that shit. You feel what I'm like, nigga? You ain't gotta throw no rose petals on the bed. Give me a pack of drawers, nigga. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like shit, make a nigga feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Give me some new ball shorts, some new slides in that motherfucker, bro. You feel what I'm saying, bro? You want even toss
So what
it?
you're saying is it's simpler for to be romantic for men than it is for
bro.
women.
I think it's about the effort.
Give a nigga something to look good in and shit while you taking him out of his element and making him comfortable. You got it.
But I think when it comes to romance, though, I think there's an element of role play to that too. Let's say you guys is planning to go out, fine dining and shit. You dressed up in a nice ass formal attire suit. She's dressed up in a nice ass dress. You know what I'm saying? There's some element
It
of
is.
like role playing and shit like that,
That
man.
go in with the energy.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? It's all
exactly.
about that energy, that clean feel. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
yeah, bro.
I wish.
Like
I say one occasion when I was like that. It was nice like that, but it wasn't nice like that. I went to the Cat Williams concert, right? You know what I'm saying, in Indianapolis.
Concert.
He had like a stand-up show, some shit in
Okay,
Indianapolis.
gotcha.
So we
Gotcha.
went. Me and my BM at the time went to it. Now, she was all romantic and all this shit. I was irritated the whole fucking time. I'm like, this bitch had the audacity to wear heels and didn't know how to wear the heels. And so she fumbling around walking, and we in front of a whole bunch of people. I'm slick embarrassed. Like, I'm like, this bitch is walking in these heels and not walking in these heels. I'm like, she's stumbling a little bit, holding on to me. I'm short compared to her in these heels. So it just look, I don't even care about being short. I'm just hoping she don't fall nowhere. I guess, I give you the whole role playing shit and the whole, I guess for me, that shit got fucked up. Then another time, this bitch went to fucking Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And she didn't like cheese on her salad, so she made it a big deal about it. Told the waiter, that's what I'm saying, being loud at the wrong places, bruh, at the wrong times, man. I don't know, I guess all my little romantic things been fucked up. My experience has been messed up.
You just had it with the wrong ones.
Man, just thinking about this shit, bro. Yeah, cause that was fucked up. I don't like being embarrassed. Oh, I don't like being embarrassed. I think that's the biggest thing. Another pet peeve I can add to that. I don't want to be embarrassed going out.
Okay.
Then I found out somebody saw us. Somebody knew me there. That was your girl with the heels. Yeah, that was her. Oh, she was alright. Bro, my mama friend with that to me.
Said I wish she was alright.
Yeah,
She fell?
No, she was just, you couldn't tell if she was or not, bro. She was stumbling, bro. Like, you wear heels, just know how to wear the heels, bro. I just feel like that, bro. I'm sorry. I take all that back. That was a disclaimer. Felt like I had to rant. My BM may see this one day and be like, bro, and cuss me out on the phone.
She can see what she want. Y'all not together.
Y'all talked about this shit already.
Yeah.
This shit ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she don't know about that.
So,
That was an inside thing. I've never told her.
she
know
probably
now.
she knew she hit, bro.
She know now.
Females know. When she sitting here wobbling like this the whole goddamn, she know she like a damn fool. She can't do shit about it at that point, though. She done
I
walked up
couldn't
there.
tell because she was walking her best.
Yeah,
I mean,
shit. Fake it till you make it, I guess.
bruh.
Yeah.
But going back, when you asked the question and shit, the whole shit being friends. Not only is it, can you be friends with, like, all that extra shit, can you be friends with exes?
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, that too.
It depends because if you're currently in a relationship and you're friends with an ex, that could complicate things.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, your girlfriend, she might be a little She might feel a way about it. I'm not gonna say insecure or jealous. I'm just gonna say she might feel a way about that.
Yeah.
Because y'all used to be involved with each other romantically. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're single, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But understanding when you get into a relationship, any friendships you have with an ex-girlfriend, you gotta set some boundaries. Some respectful ass boundaries. Like, she can't be calling your phone after a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna hang out as much. You know what I'm saying? Because your girlfriend is feeling in that time. That's just what it is. And I think that it's best to establish those boundaries in person, verbally, with your friend / ex. And let them know what it is.
It's different if it's your BM.
Oh, it's different if you got a kid involved. Most
Of course. Because if a kid's involved,
That's 24 hours. You got my line, whatever.
yeah, because I mean, if you got a kid,
And you gotta be okay with that, cause something may happen throughout the night.
That also depends if you have the kid with you. She can't just be calling you 24/7 just because you got the kid.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, cause I feel like
But also if you're in another relationship.
I have to check on the well-being of my BM's mental state. I always have to be aware of her emotional state. I have to be aware of these things. So I feel like you have to have a very good connection with your BM in order to have a good connection with your daughter for everything to be sync. For everything to go as well as it need to be for the sake of the kid. I gotta know for real, you gotta know how she feeling. Like, it's weird to say, but for you gotta know how she thinking, how she feeling, how she doing financially. You gotta ask these questions, like, cause you don't know what she could be going through that it may affect your daughter. So I feel like if you in a relationship and you got a BM, it's totally different. And it's like, and I feel like you have to have a positive connection with your BM in order for everything to be okay for your kid.
and that's why a lot of people don't date folks that already got children. They don't want to deal with drama. There's a little bit of jealousy involved there too. You know, because I mean, it's like this. Think about it. Why deal with you when they can go deal with someone that doesn't have children? Yeah. You know.
Yeah, you got a point. I ain't gonna cap. That's a struggle being a single parent.
Yeah.
What you gotta go through.
I remember.
But I look at if you got a single parent and you already see the blueprint on what type of parent they're gonna be if you're interested in kids. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Depending on how they treat their kids.
True.
So you already pretty much got a blueprint of what you're looking for, what you're getting into with this person. So I mean, shit, I would be no problem dating a chick with kids, bro. No problem with it. Depending on how they treat their kids, bro.
Shit, I didn't have an issue dating women with children, but looking back on it now, currently, I would think twice before doing it. Mainly because if I'm involved with this person, it's not just her that I'm in a relationship with, it's the kid too.
Yeah, and it's a level of understanding that you're not number one.
Exactly. And if that shit falls out, if we fall out and shit and we not in a relationship no more, all ties are severed. You know what I'm saying? But
it don't necessarily gotta be like that. Because I look at it as like if you develop the relationship with the kid, you can still be a person in that kid's life that they look up to for like information. Like,
if it's allowed.
It depends. If it's allowed, yeah.
That's when, at that point in time, that's when the kid get old enough to even communicate like that. So you don't even know if you even be. You feel what I'm saying?
But if we're talking about a young kid and you fell out with the mom and y'all in a relation no more, it's gonna be too much bad blood / feelings behind that shit to even try to stay involved, bro. To me, anyway.
No, because I got a pretty good, like, my daughter has several other kids, and I was cool with, I was in love with the kids before my daughter was born. And even if we broke up before my daughter was born, I still have a connection and an attachment to them.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the kids. When you put time and effort into raising somebody, bro, no matter what it is, bro, and you put energy into it, bro, you want to see it grow and prosper.
Yeah, I feel that.
Our podcast is a prime example of that.
Oh, bruh. 5 years in the making, bro, and counting.
Bruh.
No, not 5 years, 5 months.
We old over here. We thinking.
Speaking into existence, nigga. Speaking into existence.
We gonna come back to this episode.
5 years from now,
saying?
we gonna be good. But nah, 5 months in the making.
Remember,
you know what I'm
this
saying?
part right here as soon as you talk about it too.
Yeah.
Hey, remember, go on and clip this out. and save a separate video for it. You already know what time it is.
Like I grew up different, you know what I'm saying? I was close to the era where, you know what I'm saying, it took a whole bunch of people to raise kids, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at a point now where I don't believe you have to be blood to love somebody or want somebody to grow. And
Loyalty make you family, not relation.
yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly. I feel like you can be in anybody's life, even now have like a blood attachment to them, you know? I'm prime example. I got fucking a whole nieces, a whole bunch of new nephews coming out, bro. Like we winning out here.
I put that post up the other day.
I got one niece so far.
Congratulations to my brother, my aunt, my real aunt, son. Oh, tell him I said congratulations. Which brother is it? And I started laughing because right in the bottom I tagged him and it said Travis O'Connor and Daisha O'Connor. You know what I mean? So it's like you didn't read. You feel what I'm saying? You just saw the first part. But yeah, nigga, when I call you my brother, that was loyalty, years of it too. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Got you.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with no last names, no nothing, dog. Nah.
And plus, I believe in past lives anyway, so I believe everybody I'm connected to, I've met before, so.
So it's already been what it is.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's how I think me and my BM relationship is. Like, okay, what a twin flame relationship is a contract between a soul that agrees to split itself into two individuals. And I feel like me and my BM are twin flames because she's all the opposite of my personality. Like, she's like, I'm cool, collective, she hot and fiery and all that shit. Total opposite of me. And I feel like, and it's a weird familiarity with her compared to anybody else I met. Like, we gel like it ain't shit. If she wasn't like for real, like my brother said in the conversation, she'd be the perfect chick for me if she wasn't how she was. So it's like, this is a twin flame relationship. This is the same soul contract.
I mean, but that's just to say,
Like, I'm cool, like, bro, I'm happy for her. When she was
different.
oh no, I mean, shit, I'm at a point now where I'm good on that.
No, I'm talking about then. She was different. Y'all be together. She not.
We could probably still be together now because she's not the same person. It's just not an option.
Well, would you want it to?
For my daughter's sake, yeah.
Oh God.
But just for her, nothing like that. It would be one of them things like Kanye.
You agree with that?
No, bro. It'd be one of them things like Kanye, bro. I'm living across the street from your ass. I'm right here, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you and your nigga. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? It'd be one of them things. Like, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I could ever be that dude.
What, the Kanye?
I don't know.
Bro, I move right in front of the street from my BM and quick, bro.
In Kanye's case, like, he got some mental issues, plus he's slick stalking, so.
I couldn't.
Bro, I want my daughter. Fuck all the bullshit.
Man.
She can stay at the crib. Y'all come over. Y'all can stay over there.
I mean,
y'all come over.
in your case, it makes sense. Okay. Kanye a billionaire though. He ain't got to stay across the street.
I think that shit was just a petty move. But
Yeah.
that is, yeah.
Yeah. I do want to say this though. So, my best friend, my late best friend, Dominique, God rest her soul. In the beginning, we had like some romantic shit going on. I mean, you could basically say she was my girlfriend at one point. You know what I'm saying? But the romantic shit didn't work out, so we kept shit like strictly platonic. You know, and even that was like a challenge because, you know what I'm saying, I still had feelings for her, I was still attracted to her. So it took me a while to like move past that shit, like, and tell myself, hey, that part of our relationship is never gonna be a thing. Let me be content with the friendship thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then over time I noticed that being friends with her was like way, way better than actually being her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So our platonic relationship got much deeper and shit. And she was like my soul sister basically. Yeah.
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 It's a cosmic relationship between people, bro. There's different ones. There's a twin flame relationship. There's a soulmate relationship. And there's like two other ones I can't remember at the moment because I have been smoking.
Yeah, it was like it was what about to say.
I've been smoking.
I might have caught a little bit.
That shit is
This would be the
impossible not
first
to.
time, bro.
I don't think it's the first time. Well, maybe this shit tight.
Yeah, we in a tight space. We in a tighter space.
We in the
bro.
basement, you know what I'm
I
saying?
might call a little bit of contact. But nah, I mean, like I said,
Somebody open the window.
it took me a while to like peep that the platonic angle of our dynamic was the best thing ever. You know what I'm saying? And it got to a point to where like wanting to be in a romantic relationship with her, that was a thing of the past. I ain't want that shit because it was nothing compared to what we already had. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I talk about her as my best friend and not my girlfriend. But people fixate on the ex part of it. And it's like, bro, like that shit happened, but that is not even the best part of our connection anyway.
Yeah, it was a moment in time.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You succeeded to do a 1 in a million thing, which was get romantic and and retract, and you feel what I'm saying? Go ahead and move forward without that in your life. A lot of people we talked, you know what I mean? When we said that earlier, a lot of people can't do that.
It's a struggle.
Right. Because folks used to look at us like, what are they? We used to work at Olive Garden, and folks would look at us like, what are they? Like, are they together? Like, what's going on there? Like, folks didn't understand what it was. Even her dad thought that our friendship was weird. Because he's the type of dude that feels like if you're gonna be in a woman's space, it has to be romantic or sexual. I remember him telling me like, I mean, what you and Dom had, I mean, that shit was weird to me. It didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, it's not supposed to make sense to you. Because we had a conversation at the night that she passed away. And I was telling her, like, yo, it's not supposed to make sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you on the outside looking in, you don't even know the half of it. You might be her dad, but you don't know shit.
That's one hell of a time to make statements about anything.
Yeah, because I mean, I had
trying to get some clarity as a father. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, the night of. You feel what I'm saying?
Because the night of, I said some things that he later felt was like, what was the purpose of even saying all that? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, she's not here. I need to get it off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he felt the way about that. Felt like, he was like, we don't go behind each other's backs in this family. Like, we talk amongst everybody. But it was like, no, like, my literal beef was with him, and it was based on some things that I'm not going to reveal right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, that's some other shit.
It ain't our business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But he needed to know exactly how I felt. So, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Man, that's crazy. So it's like, yo, it's different types of relationships out here, man. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's our job in life to explore each and every one.
Right.
You know, because I feel like we wouldn't be complete. I feel like me personally wouldn't be complete spiritually if I didn't understand each type of relationship we have in this world.
Yeah.
So how about we go into a crazy important one, the one that starts off the whole thing, the relationship with your parents.
Ooh. This is sort of kind of like the whole generational curse thing.
Yeah.
It kind of is to that point. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, man, I was hoping we was going to avoid that.
I mean, you can avoid because you're not introducing to any other relationship first except that one.
Except that one. That's just the first.
Because I think that's the foundation for like how all your other relationships are gonna go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I guess I'll start off first then with that one.
Go ahead, man.
Let's see. The relationship with my parents. Okay, my dad left when my bro was like 2. So I don't really have too much relationship, any knowledge of that. I knew, okay, well, from what I can remember, I worshiped the ground that nigga walked on. That nigga was like my idol. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. Because I didn't know any of the shit that I found out later that all this shit happened. Didn't know any of that shit. So I blamed relationship with my mom. I I would say up until it was rocky for me. I say at the beginning, from what I can remember, I relied on her for emotional support. I remember that. I know at one point we was cool. I wouldn't say like we had like trauma or no shit. I just blamed a lot. I blamed a lot on her for my dad leaving.
So your mom wasn't your best friend growing up?
Nah. My brother was my best friend growing up. But I blame my mom for a lot of my dad leaving. So that really like, I didn't like, I loved my mom. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't fuck with my mom like that. Like on an emotional level.
True.
Like I love my mom. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't like, I didn't understand why my dad left. So I blamed her for that shit.
Yeah.
So it was like, I didn't. Yeah, I just blamed her a lot for that shit.
I say figure out the way to say it.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out. So I blamed a lot of her for that, for my dad leaving for that shit. So a lot of shit didn't really, like, me and her didn't really collect because I fought my mom before. When I was like, I want to say like 7.
When you say fight, you talking
Like hands.
Oh.
Hands. So I want to say that was when I lived in Indiana though. When I first moved to Indiana. Not when I first moved, but we stayed in Indiana right before we moved to Tennessee. That was like a couple of years before that happened. Then when we moved to Tennessee, like I told you before I moved to Tennessee the other night, bro, I would have been a whole different person. Like I was on some gang shit. Bro. But after we moved, things changed. Mental shift changed for me. And I started to rely on my mom a lot more. Because I didn't know where I was at, you know what I'm saying? It was all that new shit. So I guess, I gravitated towards her more. And I want to say about middle school, niggas started getting bullied. So they brought up like, I was just angry at everything and everybody. Because I didn't know how to fucking deal with that shit. So then my mom came in clutch. This is when I feel like my relationship with her came in a little more like, I see you out here. She put me in Taekwondo. And that shit helped. Like, I got a lot of anger, a lot of animosity towards life out in that gym, bro. So that's when me and her relationship started to change a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was weird. I've always loved my mom, but you know what I'm saying? I started to care for her more, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So, now as an adult, my relationship with my mom is the weirdest shit ever. She comes to me to vent about everything. Everything and everybody. And she's at a point now where I feel like she's trying to parent us in our adulthood. And I'm like, bro, it's a little late for that. You know what I'm saying? Pump the brakes. Like, niggas is in their 30s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool in like the 20s, you know what I'm saying? Mid-20s, I give you, you know what I'm saying? Take a little advice here and there, give you that. But now I'm like on track to know what the fuck I gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Cool out. And it's just certain things now where it's like, I gotta look after you a little more. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at see how you doing, how your health is, how your mental is more now. Where more as a kid, I couldn't do that. She'll dismiss it. Mm-hmm. Now I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Even though I still get the same backlash, I don't take it as negatively now. You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I come back, you on some shit right now. I come back when you on some shit. You off that shit. But, I mean, my relationship with my mom personally has been, like, rocky at certain points. But I've always loved her and always understood. You know what I'm saying?
True shit.
Yeah. Man, difficult. But I'm happy I got that out.
You and mom, y'all, when I first met, I swear to God, I thought y'all was brother and sister, nigga.
A lot of people
I swear to God. Because it ain't even just how she look young and y'all look, you know what I mean? Bro, the way y'all talk to each other.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say about with my mom. I've been able to share anything, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We've had we've always. It's weird I describe and say all the things I say, but we've always had. I can always talk to her. I can always like say anything around her. We've always had a really good, comfortable relationship. Like when you can talk about dildos in the middle of a fucking Spencer goddamn
Bro,
fucking
I'm
store.
telling you, dog.
Man, me and my mama was in Spencer's randomly, bro. She was like, "You know what this is?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know what that is, bro." She was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Do you know what it is?" She, of course. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I know that from there, you know what I'm saying. My mom was a freak, so I mean, we was cool.
They be chopping it up, dog.
We cool like that. I mean, it's weird, bro. It's weird, bro.
Stage
We
left.
can always. I've always been able to talk to her about any and everything. It's just based off past stuff. I've always had like
Not
some,
I.
like, I'm just saying, bro. Some type of disconnect with my mom on certain things.
I
but,
definitely have a relationship with my mom, but don't go that far.
bro. It's just
It really don't, bro. Not
It
mine.
don't go that far,
it's
boy.
just sex, bro.
Shit.
It's just sex.
I told you, when me and
How
my
do you
mom,
think you got here?
Exactly. Don't get it twisted. Me and
I'm
mom,
pretty sure. So okay, let me. Okay, so if your dad was like, you know what I'm saying, don't go in there, you know, do some dumb dad to son shit, you'd be
Alright.
cool with that. But if your mama came to
First
you,
off-
you'll feel weird about it.
First off, it ain't that I be cool with that. I'm more understanding of it because I am a male. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a different spectrum of it. But at the same time, I'm not completely cool with it anyway because I know one of the motherfuckers he talking about is my mom. So I'm not really that cool with the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's some type of respect
I
level
get it.
there. But if your dad and your mom is willing to go there with you,
I get it.
that means they
first-
respect you
Hey,
enough to share that information.
Okay, cool. It's respect. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? We good with it.
It's
I
just
do
sex.
not have to hear about my mom's sex life.
Why not? I mean, you
Why
gotta go.
would I?
It ain't gotta go in detail, but you know what
I
I'm saying.
don't-
Mama getting some too.
Hey, my nigga, I told you, bro. I walked in the room, should have mind my goddamn business. Nigga, yeah, I don't want nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfucking shit fell out the trash can. Blue. Ew. I swear, I called my mom. You nasty. You nasty. She was like, what? It fell out the trash. You shouldn't have been in my room. Y'all married. What you using it for? You nasty.
See, you asking too many questions.
Bro,
You ain't want to know.
No, I ain't. No.
What y'all
no.
using for? You married?
Cause that shit, I should have had to see that. It should have already been done when it was done. You know what I mean, nigga? Y'all married, bro. Her two tied, burnt, flipped in the knot and all that shit, nigga. What the fuck, man? Bro. Ew, nigga.
It sucks the first
That
time.
was the bro.
When you find out your mom is a freak, it sucks.
It was
I
cool.
know,
Nah, man.
I know. But
Nah,
once you
bro.
get over it and accept
it's
that,
it's being
you
it's
can have
being.
conversations.
I'm real with it, so I already know. It's just like that visual of it fucks you up, bro. Like that's the part that fucks you up, cause
You don't think about that shit
Yes,
with your
at
parents
all.
on the regular.
But
You
how
don't
do you
think
learn?
about
So
it.
you learn about sex
Listen,
in
Sky,
school? besides
Sky,
health? I learned sex from my mom.
Sky. Okay,
I didn't learn sex
Sky.
from my parents.
She taught me, you know what I'm saying? She taught me some things.
If you
know what
want
I'm
me to
saying?
be-
Gave
if you
some
want me to
pointers
be
on
funky,
shit.
It's not even.
I
It's,
learned what sex was through the chip in the box,
it's,
bro.
it's not even about where we learning about sex, etc. Like we know how we were conceived and brought into this world. We know. It's just we don't want to see it.
I'm not saying see it. I
don't
ain't
wanna-
said
you
nothing
don't
this
even
wanna
whole
think
time
about that
about
shit.
saying,
You talk-
seeing anything
So
about
you
your
trying to
parents
tell
having
me
sex.
you can have a story, you can have a like story thing going on, and you don't have no type of like visual pops in your head at all.
I'm not saying that.
See, I don't want that. That's what I'm trying
I'm
to
not.
say,
I'm
bro.
saying having a conversation with your mother about sex.
I don't want to.
No, I'm good.
How was that weird?
Listen,
I don't
bro.
want to.
I had a talk. I had 2 conversations with my mom about sex. One was because she found out I was having sex, so she was like, "You know you can catch all that shit fucking around with these girls, whoop, whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
I-
And I know you probably not using the rubber." And I was like, she looked at my dad, "And you not gonna say nothing?" And he looked at me and said, "You wearing a condom?" I said, "Of course." He said, "All right then." And that was it, bro. And I remember she looked at it, she said, "What? That? Go somewhere." And she closed the door. You just hear her arguing and shit. Like, I remember that.
So, you know what? To all the parents out there, healthy
But no,
conversations
the second
about
talk,
sex
the
with your
second talk,
kids.
my mom kept it very simple, very simple.
Because if you okay with a motherfucker, like, say, okay, if a motherfucker just started smoking weed for the first time, you'd rather your kid to smoke weed with you for the first time rather than go smoke with anybody else.
It's kind of that.
So
thing.
how is that the same about having a conversation about sex with your kid?
the visualization, bro? It's different.
You ain't even got a visual. See, y'all taking it further than what
I
it
don't-
is about having a visualization with the conversation.
we just
it
don't-
ain't even got to go that deep. You
We
just got to
just
have a.
don't want to.
Look, my mom
That's
told me
just-
sex ain't nothing but a couple he-he's and ha-has and it's over with. That's
so what
exactly
about y'all
she told
kids?
me.
Are
That was
y'all
her
gonna
sex
have
talk.
conversations
Dead
about, like, are y'all just gonna leave it to the internet
Listen,
and school?
Nah,
and teach y'all
nigga,
kids
it'll
about
be a
sex?
conversation, but it ain't gotta be no like.
Cause that's how y'all basically saying
Bro.
that's how y'all learn.
Okay, so check this out,
Nigga,
bro.
how-
Check this out. So
Besides actually, you know what I'm basically saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
conversation about sex with my parents was weird because they was always saying things like, if you have sex, you're gonna get a girl pregnant, so don't have sex. That was what
That
mainly
was one
my
plan B.
That's mainly what my mom was saying. My dad was saying the same shit, and I get into college. My dad comes to pick me up, you know, to go back home for, I think, summer break, and he finds condoms in my bathroom drawer. And he asked me, like, so you're having sex out here? And I'm like, yeah. And my dad's not stupid. The problem with him asking me that is he knew that my grades were bad. And I'm having sex. So he was like, so this is why your grades are bad, huh? And I'm like, I couldn't say it. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as we get home, my mom already knows. She already knows what it is. So she's having a conversation with me about it, talking about, you're out there having sex, your grades are bad, you're on academic probation, etc., etc. You know, I'm like, what do I say in response to that? I mean,
this shit was good, Mom. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
gotta
gonna get my
figure
life
it out.
together. I'm gonna figure it out.
Because, like,
I got off track
You
real
ain't
quick.
about to
You know what I'm
stop.
saying? It just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because my parents, like, they're not trying to have no conversation about sex with me in my 20s, bro. They're not trying to do that shit because the only thing that they're focused on is whether or not I'm gonna have a great education and a good ass job. The last thing they want to talk to me about is sex.
You had those parents.
Other than
You do. You
That's
do.
what I'm saying. Look, all three of us had that. It was different approach. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, other than them telling me not to do this shit because of the consequences of it, which to me, I don't feel like that's a healthy conversation to have because it's like, I'd much rather, I mean, I think it's better to educate your kids on sex, what it's all about, what it's for, etc., and explaining to them like, hey, if you want to do this, cool, but make sure you protect yourself, wear a condom, instead of saying don't do the shit, because you know how children are. You tell them not to do something, they're going to go behind your back and do it any fucking way.
Yeah.
And that's literally what me and my brother did. Because my parents didn't know how to communicate that shit.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm guessing maybe your parents was like obedient to their parents.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
That's what they want us to think. Maybe my mom, my dad, not so much. Yeah.
So your mom could be coming from like experience. Did he just run across? I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but the thing about it is that when it comes to conversations about sex, it's different. It's different when talking to men and then when talking to women. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess with men talking to their sons, it's kind of like a very like bonding kind of thing. Like it's okay. But when it comes to parents talking to their daughters, it's like,
Oh, I cannot.
nah. You know what I'm saying? Like men don't want it. Men
You
don't
also,
want,
my G, don't really have a choice, I guess, in the matter.
because it's like fathers don't want to talk to their daughters about having sex. They just want to tell them don't do that shit.
I don't want.
You think she really gonna talk to you?
I hope so.
They
I
just-
so hope
Y'all
so,
just
bro.
gonna tell them not to do the shit.
Me personally, it depends. If she comes to me at a young age about it, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna lay out what it is, but I am going to suggest not to do it. But if it's at an older age where I feel like it is appropriate to, you know what I'm saying, explore your options, I would give her advice on how to pick the right candidate, if that makes sense.
I look at it like this though, bruh. I honestly feel like motherfuckers gotta approach that conversation
Very cautiously.
regardless of the gender of their kids. Approach it the same. It makes no sense to have a son and a daughter, it's okay for your son to go do it, but not the daughter. That shit don't make
I
no
don't
damn
believe it.
sense. It makes no sense.
It's a double standard.
It is a double
Huge
standard.
double standard. Let me tell you something, bro. Like, when it's time for your daughter to go to prom, you gonna tell her not to have sex and think she ain't gonna do the shit?
And see, that's another.
Okay.
that's
You had
another
sex
thing,
at
too.
prom?
Exactly.
I didn't have sex at prom. I
I'm
never
not. I'm
Well-
talking about. I'm looking at somebody.
Nah, but the whole thing about it is when you look at being realistic, nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Shit like that fucking happens 8 times out of 10.
That's
That
gonna
shit
happen.
happens.
realistically,
And you're
bro.
gonna have to take that chance and hope you did the right thing, and your child is the 20% out of that 100% that comes back and just like, I had a great time, we danced, we ate, and boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even then, you would probably still be like,
In the
damn,
back
you
of
a
your
great
mind.
liar. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel it's this, bro. I feel if you're a strict father, bro, they're gonna go even crazier on
Yeah.
you.
Wait till they
bro.
get to college.
Bro,
Shit.
and you, they get to college, and you thought and she get fucking ran through by the fucking football team,
Man,
and
she having fun.
you know, I don't want that. I can't even read it. I'm blind. So, but so like, this is what the struggle I have with it. It's being too strict and lenient enough to allow things. So like, the way I raise my daughter is I allow her to be her with boundaries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I allowed her to express herself. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like the tone, I check the tone. If she gets too loud, I check the, you know what I'm saying, her volume. But I allow her to be her with boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you get to a certain point of when she gets older, how do I expand that, allow her to be her with boundaries? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it is weird, because I'm looking forward, because I figure the easiest part of having a daughter is the early ages. That it gets harder later. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with all these outside sources. It is hard for women. I ain't gonna cap. And for black women, it's hard too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it as like, you know what I'm saying? How do I? Cause I don't want to be like too authoritative, and you know what I'm saying? Don't do that shit. Don't do that. But I've done it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that also comes with the experience of knowing and acknowledging when that line was hit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? In touch, so you know not to go. You feel what I'm saying? Exceed that shit into a point where it's like, all right, damn, now you gotta play damage control. You feel what I'm saying? So I get
Yeah.
that shit.
And I do understand it is like a double standard.
It definitely is a double standard.
That's why to me it doesn't make sense to tell your kids not to do something, especially when you were a kid and you were doing the same shit. If you were a parent and you know you was getting around like that, you telling your kid not to do it, like, that's not even the best way to approach that.
No. That would have to depend.
Yeah.
Cause I just stepped out and did some things when I was, you feel what I'm saying? And I know at least my dad has stepped out and did these things that once again, I sat there, I think we talked about it on another episode, when I was like being hard-headed and shit, not listening. And I wound up doing some shit that I was told my parents done and how the outcome was gonna be, and I'm just sitting there. You don't know what you're talking. I ain't like that now. Feel what I'm saying?
Depending on what it is, I get it.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, but certain shit can lead to certain. You feel what I'm saying? That one little instance that I may say fucked me up, that little nigga might actually get away with it. So now that changes his whole dynamic on that look. You feel what I'm saying?
Doing the shit.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I get it.
So it'll change the whole aspect of shit, bro.
Oh wait, we totally did. Back to relationship to parents. I'm my bad. We went to a whole.
Nah, it was still parent related.
Oh,
We
it
just
was? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we was on top of the whole time.
Yeah, but
I
don't even know where time is at.
Yeah, I don't even know either.
So because I don't know where time is at, I think we should hit one other one too. How important do you think it is to have a relationship with God, a spiritual being, a higher power?
I think it's important.
Shit, that's a good question, because I think it has a lot to do with upbringing, upbringing, life experience, etc. I was raised a Christian, but these days when I think about God, it's like I don't necessarily have to pray to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily have to ask you for stuff. I might ask God for things here and there. Some might have something to do with me. Some might have to do with others. But as far as the importance of a relationship with God, it's like, I mean, if we're talking about myself, it ain't even really all that important to me.
For me, I would say I look at it like this. For example, I pray, and I pray for I pray for people. You know what I'm saying, for health benefits and, like, you know what I'm saying, luck, abundance.
Yeah.
For myself, it's more of I pray for me as like asking. You know what I'm saying, but then I also meditate. I don't. And with meditation, it's more personal. It's more yourself. So I look at it as like it's a 50-50 thing with me. So when I meditate, I put my intentions, things I want to do, and things I've asked God for. You know what I'm saying? And so He only gives you what you work for, I feel like.
Of course.
So if I want something, I'm praying to you, asking for it, to make a way for it. But I gotta walk the path. So the path is laid out by you. I gotta put the set forth to walk it. So my relationship is more of a 50-50 thing instead of fully, because I know people fully rely on fucking the Most High for everything.
Yeah, they pray to God about stuff, and then they sit and wait that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not how that works.
No, you gotta put your effort
into it too.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I think that's how I am with the whole thing. I think it's kind of like a 50-50. I ain't gonna say that I'm borderline atheist, but it's like I definitely have doubts. Now I do have my belief that we were created by something, someone, a higher power, a higher being. You feel? So I believe that. You feel what I'm saying? So when I pray, I do pray to a higher being and shit like this. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily know the name. I don't know if the name is God. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I just pray to a higher being, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I still know that it's that buckle down, get to it, cause if I wait around, ain't no telling when the fuck, how long I'll be fucking waiting and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta put some initiative in there.
Man, so
speaking of which, this reminds me of the argument you and Trav had about God. Bro, me, Sky, let me tell you, bro.
All right.
They was down here arguing about, what was it? Was it about believing in God or whatever? I can't remember, but I was literally standing between these niggas, and they was arguing about God. Like, would you put me before God? You know what I'm saying?
it wasn't even, man.
And the funny thing about it is that I looked at Trav like, you don't even know if God exists because you told me that. You know what I'm saying? He literally told me that shit.
He's like, he don't believe it. He don't like the whole belief of God exists or not is like whole like in the air for him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What I mean?
So that argument was just weird on his end. You know what I'm saying? But I was standing between these guys, and I was just like, okay, you know. So, you know, and this is relevant to the relationship thing because these guys, they're best friends.
Yeah.
So
The question at the time was somewhere similar to right now in your life, who do you care more? It was like a care question about God or him. And my answer was him. In defense, well, he took the fuck off. Feel what I'm saying? What? You care more about me over God? Ooh. That's not what I was saying. What I was saying in the sense of, I know there's that higher being. I know that all, you feel me? Everything comes from that person. I understand that. But if you told me today God was gonna come back and he didn't, I wouldn't be disappointed. But if you told me today Trav would never come back and he didn't,
Disappointed.
I'll be fucked up.
yeah.
So that's what I meant by what I said. You know what I mean? But it was just one of those nights. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those nights. But it wasn't that I was saying he's more important to me than a higher being that control. That's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is what I care more about is the physical presence of something I know other than, you feel what I'm saying? I know I've been blessed. You feel what I'm saying? I had blessings rain down on me from something I can't explain. I understand that. You feel what I'm saying? But one of these blessings in my life is the people that were placed in my life. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I have deep appreciation and care for that. That's one of his gifts to me. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think he feel any type of way about that. You feel me? But that's just true shit. Who else in here?
That's real shit.
If God said he was coming and didn't show up, would you feel some type of way?
No.
You feel what I'm saying? But if your brother did, what?
I would be all fucked up.
Exactly.
If we was in like some rapture type shit and there was a war going on and motherfuckers was having to fight demons and shit and they talking about this nigga's talking about he coming today and he ain't come, I'd be mad as hell.
Yeah, see?
I'm just saying we losing that fight.
You be mad at that nigga? Would you be mad at
but
all the niggas that was calling all that motherfucking
But
hype?
I'm saying this,
cause you was cool before all them niggas got in your fucking ear and told you.
What I'm saying is, but as we fighting, and if I say my motherfucking brother get killed by a demon, I'm devastated. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might not fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, my brother's one of my best friends, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
oh, you gonna fight? You ain't gonna be.
Niggas gonna be fucked up.
Your head ain't gonna be clear,
niggas gonna be on the ground.
Angry as shit.
Niggas is gonna be niggas is gonna be on the ground like Thor and Loki. In my arms, nigga, boo-hooing, nigga. I'm not fighting for a second. I don't know what you're talking about.
That'll happen.
I'm just saying.
Nigga, shake the whole ground real quick.
Niggas gonna be fucked up.
But yeah, I don't know where we at with it.
I don't know either. 5 minutes left.
Oh, here we go.
Bro, we good.
Oh yeah, nigga, we been rocking. That's
real,
what's up, bro.
Alright, so I got a question for y'all.
We might have it.
Bing bong.
Tell me about y'all's crazy relationship stories. I know y'all got some.
Boy, I got one. I got one. Try to do something nice and the shit just backfired for no fucking reason. So I'm with somebody one time. One thing you don't do in a relationship, learn the hard way, you don't work with a motherfucker. Don't work with somebody you with, bro. Unless y'all got your own business together and shit like that, like, don't get a job and work with somebody.
Yeah, I've been shitting where I eat for way too long.
Yeah, so that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
But sitting there working and shit.
It is what it is.
Motherfucking got paid, nice paycheck, bills is paid, got the whip. You know what? Let's go to Florida and go surprise some folks. You know what I'm saying? Some old friends that moved down there. We ain't gotta worry about nowhere to stay. We can stay with them. It's by the beach. All we gotta do is pack a couple clothes for 2 days. Go down there and enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean? All we gotta do is buy drinks. That's it, for real, for drinks and food. Boom. Set this whole shit the fuck up. Boom, boom, boom. Go back to, hey, all you gotta do is woo, woo. Oh, yeah. Turn around, come back 5 minutes later. Why you not helping me? You just heard that. I'm talking about like the bipolar flip switch shit. I'm talking about started raging, crying, throwing shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? Like, hold the fuck on, dog. I got a job to do myself, nigga. I just came back and told you what we were doing. I'm not done yet. No. All right, long story short, we get done. I still keep my calm. Let's go to the crib, pack some clothes up. We gonna go. What? So why? You got some girl you wanna go? I'm talking about, bro. I invited a friend. Now I'm not gonna be paying attention to them. And first off, we were going down and enjoy ourselves with some friends anyway, so it wasn't just a me and you solo mission to deal with. What are you talking about? Bipolar. We still. Let's go to Florida. Oh my God. That was the last straw for me. Started ripping everything out the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Yeah, that was one of the crazy. I'm done with that shit. That was I guess you could say that's one of the first times I made a phone call and got a plane ticket. Hey, you gotta that's the first time I sent someone to another state, nigga. You gotta move, get the fuck on, go. That was it. I couldn't do it, bro. Bipolar shit, bro. I'm telling you, that shit is real, nigga. I know what you're getting into.
I ain't got no crazy stories. I don't know.
You sure, bro?
I'm thinking about it. I mean, the only thing that honestly like come up when you say crazy stories is when I fight, and I really wasn't even with the chick. It was just I went to this chick house and we smashed for like 2 days straight. The only reason I went back to Indiana was to get my truck.
That's your crazy story.
That's the craziest story I got.
Damn. Let's see. Crazy stories. Let me see. Okay. So, I wasn't even really in a relationship with this woman. It was kind of like a casual dating kind of thing, nothing exclusive or whatever.
2 minutes left.
I'm gonna make it quick since we got 2 minutes to go. But so this woman, we worked with each other at Outback, and like you said, don't be with someone you work with. That was the last straw for me after that. But long story short, she previously dated a former NFL player who came up to the store and chewed her out because she ghosted him. His name is Peter Warwick, by the way. Play for the Bengals. He came up to the Outback. Because I was there, I was off that day. She wanted me to come hang with her while she was working at the bar. He came in there, and she saw him at the door. She walked over there, and he was upset, like chewing her out because she ghosted him. Mind you, this guy had a baby mama with kids. So that might have had something to do with her ghosting him, which was kind of weird because she had 4 children herself with 3 different baby daddies. Yeah, it was that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
I am mad we had to make this long story short.
But wait, there's more.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's chewing her out, and I'm like, yo, is that Peter Warwick? Like, what the fuck going on here? Because this is like 2018. He was supposed to be maybe like an assistant coach or whatever, some type of Hall of Fame shit for FSU or whatever at the time. But I kind of like got closer, not obviously, but some of my coworkers, they were sitting at a table nearby, and I went over to the table to talk to them, but I was really trying to like keep my eye out over there so nothing really pops off or whatever.
James Bond shit.
Yeah, so after that shit boiled over, he left, and me and her on the way back to her crib, and she explained to me like, yeah, like we used to date, and explaining the situation and everything. I was like, wow, NFL player. Because it was just so random. It was random as shit.
That was random.
It was random as shit. Let me tell you though, as soon as we walk in the garage to go in the house, this nigga sends her a text, and he was like, so that nigga with the glasses, that's you, huh? That's you? I bet, I see you. You know what I'm saying? So she sold me the text message. I'm like, and I'm looking around in the street like, did this nigga follow us? I'm looking around like, how did he even know that?
Shit.
Because I'm assuming he didn't see me leave with her, but when he sent her that text, I'm like,
that nigga with the glasses, that's you.
is he stalking us? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
That nigga was in the parking lot, bro. You just ain't see that nigga.
He was on some James Bond shit.
He was doing
He was
something.
expecting the Benz or so. That nigga was in the Toyota just chilling and shit.
Something, bro. But I mean, long story short, that whole thing between me and her, we kind of just fell off. It was her going around saying some things she shouldn't have said, and it was a lot. It got to the point to where I decided it was best to give her the cold shoulder about it, you know, because we was at work. I make my money here. I'm not with that drama.
Yeah, don't fuck that shit up.
Yeah, so she eventually pulled me to the side and was like, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or whatever. I was like, you didn't hurt my feelings. I decided to exit from the situation. There were no hurt feelings over here, you know what I'm saying? But it was one of those things where she felt like whatever she did, or she's trying to make it look like she didn't do anything, but she was going around through the grapevine saying things about me that weren't true, taking things that I've told her and twisting them into something else. It was that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And I think maybe the emotional baggage that she had moving up here from Miami had something to do with that, because she moved up here because the ex-boyfriend cheated on her and shit like that. So I think that had something to do with it. I don't know.
You dodged a bullet.
Facts.
Yeah, but it was one of those things where, like I said, I told her my feelings weren't hurt. I chose to exit the situation, and she's trying to argue, saying, well, I heard different. And
So the fuck what?
but here's the funny thing about it. Whenever you say some bullshit to me, when I had some little emotional investment in you, you tell me some bullshit like that, my mind automatically tunes you out. So she was still talking after that, but I didn't hear a word she said. And I was looking at her dead in the eye. I was just like, and I couldn't hear a word she was saying. And after that, I just walked away from her.
Yeah.
You know,
That is crazy.
she asked me to come over one night, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Bro, anybody, when you in the middle of a discussion talking to them, anybody that say, well, I heard different from and it didn't come from your mouth and shit, it's the end of the discussion right there.
That's literally what it was.
You already putting other people's opinions into this shit and it doesn't even fucking matter. You're not listening.
Yeah.
So fuck what you talking about.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, on that case, then this has been the end of the session.
Exit stage left.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy Kid Sky, bro.
You already know it is the boy Chess_FDE on everything.
And it's your boy, the Gifted Ruler, on TikTok, Instagram, and GlockBuddy on Twitch.
And you can follow me on Twitch at KidSky365 and Instagram at KidSky365. You know what I'm saying? This has been a motherfucking smoke session, bro. I appreciate y'all for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe on the video, on the page. You know what I'm saying?
Show that love.
We done with today's episode, but we hitting y'all on the head with another, you know what I'm saying? Some more shit.
Y'all already know.
Be prepared. This has been a session. I'm your boy Kid Sky.
Boy Chess.
Appreciate you.
Holla.
Holla.